Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 244. I am one of your hosts, My Xbox and Me host, MC Fixer, alongside the one and only Twitch's own Kreshnik.
I think I'm gonna change everything to Too Fresh Crush.
What, actually?
No.
I was gonna say, I'm like, whoa. I wasn't expecting this. No one told me. No one gave me the warning.
Part of everything you make. I started that. It's
copyrighted. It's copyrighted, bro.
You're not the one who started that. Who started Too Fresh Crush?
Oh. Was it Little Smitty?
It might have been.
Or Stead?
It might have been. You can say any name and I'll say it might have been.
MC Fixer?
No, definitely not.
Wasn't that guy. Yeah, I don't know. It was someone who emailed him regularly. Someone who used to email him regularly. Yeah. So yes. I would imagine it's either Little Smitty or Stead, or might even have been Paul, Proper BO. It could have been Proper BO.
Could have been.
Or we're missing someone who even could. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway, this is My Xbox and Me, our weekly Xbox podcast, which you can get over on youtube.com/MyXboxandMe and all podcast services except for one. But don't worry about that one because they suck. They don't actually suck, but I just, I'm not banning them.
You have to say it and then take it back.
It's just what we do on this podcast.
Just leave it out there.
It's become a bit like me forgetting the numbers, which people generally think I don't forget the numbers every week. I do. And what it is, I forget to bring up my show notes quick enough that I started the show already so I could do it over. But why would I do that? Where's the fun in that,
Yeah.
So there you go. You can get the show early over on patreon.com/mcfixer. Like I said before, you can get us on all podcast services that are any good. And go subscribe on the YouTube channel, My Xbox and Me. And last but not least, as I've been telling people in my Twitch chat, Crash, I'm doing this new thing. You want to see my new thing that I do?
Sure.
So video, for audio users, this is going to be useless, alright? But for video, you click the podcast app, alright? So now I'm on and you go, My Xbox. You haven't even got to put the rest. Alright, My Xbox. You click search. Can you see that? 1 second. So, yeah, I didn't pay all this money for a phone to be slow. Come on. It's right there. You click that one. Boom. Loads up. You go down to the 5 stars, Crash. Hit the 5 stars. Write a nice comment.
Oh.
It's done.
Oh, wow.
How quick was that?
Pretty easy.
How quick was that?
That was pretty quick.
And if you're not subscribed,
you guys have no excuses.
You should go subscribe to it as well. But I'm already subscribed to my own podcast, of course. Chris, you subscribe to My Xbox and Me? Where's your phone? Let's see.
Wait.
Where's your phone?
I was going to turn off my camera for a bit, but I don't know if I'll turn back on. I'll keep it on. Just so you know a bit was going to happen.
No problem. One more thing, obviously, hashtag Black Lives Matter. We're not going to stop saying it just because the rest of the world is slowing down a little bit. Over here, we had some madnesses, Chris. I don't know if you know, the far rights. A lot of racists went up London to go and protect the statues, but were protected by metal boxes, and just started fighting everyone. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
So if you're one of those people, goodbye. The door can be shot in your face, please. But yeah, Black Lives Matter. Keep screaming it. Keep saying it. I actually just finished doing a stream with Outside Xbox, Crash. Do you know Outside Xbox at all?
Yes, I saw you were struggling with them yesterday.
Yeah, right? It was weird. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Like, I've been a fan of these guys for like years and years and years. I met Mike on a bus not too long ago. He actually wanted to be on the podcast yesterday, but I knew you weren't going to be around. I also had things to do in the evening, and he wanted to do it back very late. I was like, I can't do that time. He's like, well, back this week. I'm like, I can do sometime this week. So I'm thinking we're going to try and fit him in for the second episode. So for those who don't know, we're going to do 2 episodes this week. This one, which you're listening to right now, and there's going to be another one that comes out on Friday. So you might have 2 drop for you on Friday. One which will be this one, and then another one which will probably be going over EA Play and everything they've shown. But yeah, hopefully we've got Mike with us. If not, we will sort it out. He wants to be on. Last time he was on the show was 4 years ago when me and Kevin Tarney, I was working from a shed, Crash. That's the last time.
Oh.
I was working from a shed doing a show with him. I've upgraded. I'm in a room now. Yeah. But yeah, great stream. We raised lots of money. They've raised over $60,000 for the calls, and yeah, it's just been amazing. But it was a good stream. It was very different to one of my streams. which is really good. I'm glad it was like that though. Like it was.
How was it different?
Just because I was teaching him how to play the game, I was being less. I mean, hyper, but not like hyper in a bad way, but you know, just like amped up. It was more like a 2-hour conversation while playing video games and streaming, where we play and we're trying to try hard in a little bit. We want to win. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're going at 1,000 miles. This was very much slow down, relax. Here's a gun over here. Can you drop your money for me? Boom. It was dope. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So if you are someone that's come over from any of that stuff, hello, welcome. Had a load of influx on my YouTube channel especially. So what I'm going to do is start doing clip outs of this show to put on there. To then hopefully get them into the full cast. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Topic of the show this week, Crash. AT&T looking to sell WB Interactive, includes studios like Rocksteady and NetherRealm. This one was taken from IGN's Matt Kim. Shout out, shout out. AT&T is reportedly looking to sell Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment gaming division, which includes studios like NetherRealm, Avalanche, and Rocksteady. The deal could be valued at $4 billion, and there's reported interest from companies like Take-Two, EA, and Activision Blizzard. In a report from CNBC, telecom company AT&T, which purchased Warner Media in 2018, is looking to divest. Divest? Yeah, cool. Divest some asset. I've never heard that word before. You heard that before?
I think I've heard it.
It's like break up.
Really into this business jargon.
Yeah,
so.
divest some assets to help pay off the $200 million debt. This includes this includes WB Interactive, which has already picked up interest from some games industry largest companies. Through sources say deal is neither in place nor imminent. Any company that does purchase WB Interactive will not gain the rights to Batman or Harry Potter, which is owned by Warner Brothers. Instead, any deal will likely include a commercial licensing agreement where AT&T can continue getting revenue from its IP. A potential purchase will, however, include studios that belong to WB Interactive like NetherRealm and Rocksteady, and developers behind Mortal Kombat and Batman Arkham series, respectively. We've got a question here, Chris. So I'm going to go for the question, which is the topic of the show, and then we'll answer all this, all right? And give our opinions.
All right.
This one was coming from Zyger and says, WB is looking to sell its entire division, including Rocksteady and NetherRealm. As of writing, the interest parties are EA, Activision, and Take-Two. In a hypothetical situation where Xbox, using that Microsoft money Sony doesn't have, buys WB games, do you think they'll keep games like Mortal Kombat exclusive or on other platforms similar to how they handle Minecraft? What would you want to be in the conversation to buy in WB games from Zyger? Good question. Good question. Yeah. This is obviously the question that everyone has been talking about, right? It's like, as much as we're like, Xbox have got a lot of studios now, they don't have the studios that are the tippy top at the moment. They've not proven they can make the tippy top third-party AAA exclusives, right?
Yeah.
Where NetherRealm, Rocksteady, Avalanche, proven that they can make great, if not brilliant, and almost that 10 out of 10 level game, right?
Yeah.
You've got to imagine the conversation has happened.
Of course.
The problem I have with this whole thing is I don't think these studios are worth $4 billion on their own without the IP.
Yeah. It's like you get the licensing agreement, right? And that means you can use the characters.
Yeah.
But how long does the licensing agreement last, right?
Yeah.
Is it a forever licensing agreement? You can use these characters as long as you want. We just always get a cut. Cool. Then maybe it's worth it. But I think for like this time run, because like when you think of some of the studios mentioned, you do think Batman. You think Harry Potter.
Yep.
Then the problem also comes with NetherRealm. They make Mortal Kombat. How do they go when they don't make Mortal Kombat? And if they go to Microsoft, is Microsoft going to make them make Mortal Kombat? Because they've been talking a lot about like, we don't want to make Mortal Kombat. We want to make a different game. Does Microsoft let them? And then that's another gamble of a studio to get if Microsoft's going to let them go out of that realm. And how many other studios are they acquiring, and what do they know they can make? Right? This just becomes a lot of There's a
What
lot of
if?
questions involved with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like they have to sit down for a long time, go piece by piece over what the studio makes and what the studio has, and like, okay, yeah, this fits into our whole plan as Xbox with this is what we're making in our other first parties. This is what we're missing. They can give us this over here and this, that's kind of what they'd have to do.
Would be huge to have a game like Mortal Kombat or Batman exclusive to Xbox though, especially with
Absolutely.
Sony having Spider-Man
Yeah,
exclusive. Imagine that Microsoft like, yeah, we'll give you 4 billion, no problem, done. You're making the money that you need to make, but we're making this game exclusive to. It's going to be on PC still, but exclusive to Xbox. That would be humongous.
Batman games have never been great on PC, so
Facts.
yeah, I'll be honest, that'd be big because also personally, in my opinion, I think Batman's the better IP in terms of games over Spider-Man. Don't give me that look.
I'm not doing this with you today.
Combat wise, which is better?
Spider-Man.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's an absolute lie.
Don't ask my opinion then.
not-
Don't ask my opinion then. Don't ask my opinion.
Don't give an answer that's not true just because you want to go against.
I'm not. I'm telling you my honest opinion. I think Spider-Man as a game in every aspect is better than Batman.
That's just wrong.
Okay. I like Spider-Man. I don't care about Batman, except for that photo of me as a kid.
Look, okay,
except for that photo,
this
right?
This is the problem. You're viewing it as a character. I'm talking about the games themselves, not the character you like, and not which world you'd rather be in. I'm talking about them just as games.
Yeah, still Spider-Man.
No, it's not. I can see by your face.
No, I'm being serious.
I
prefer
know your
to,
face, Fix.
I prefer to swing than I do to glide. I prefer to no stealth. Batman, you can do stealth. I don't care about any of that.
Don't say no stealth. Spider-Man has stealth, but that's really bad.
Okay, I didn't even realize there was stuff in the game. I gotta be honest.
It's really bad.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. To move the question, go back onto the question though. Do you think if Microsoft were to buy these IPs, do you think they would keep them exclusive, or do you think that they would be like, oh well, we just need to make money now because we got to make that 4 billion back?
That's what I'm saying. I think if they were, at least for the first one to come of each, they'd be multi-platform. Because 4 billion's a lot, and they want to make a lot of money, and Batman and Mortal Kombat sell a lot on other platforms.
Yeah,
I think if they were to buy these studios, a lot of the franchises they would buy, not buy, but the ones that they lease, would become like Minecraft, right? Where it's like, you guys are available on everything. We're just going to be taking most of the profit.
We're just making the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that terms, it's like, is there not that I don't think it's not worth it, because I do think they'd make the 4 billion, back relatively quick with toys. See what they've done with Minecraft. It's like, okay, let's greenlight games, toys, whatever it is. Batman, they could do the same thing, and even Mortal Kombat to an extent with like collector's editions and merchandising and stuff like that. I think like, this is not Microsoft are a savvy company who know how to make their money. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is going to be a case of. I don't think it's going to happen. Number one, I think EA's going to get them, and I think that's the different question now to go into it a little bit, which is, who don't you want to see get these companies?
EA. EA and Activision Blizzard.
Yeah.
I don't want to see either of them get these companies.
So you're fine with Take-Two get them. Take-Two have got a rocky path right now as well.
Take-Two is like hit or miss right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the decline, but it's hit or miss, where it's like Take-Two for like a little bit, yeah, sure, they can have it, but down the road I know it's like, oh man, if only Take-Two didn't have them, right? It'd be like the Star Wars situation with EA. Like, if only EA didn't have Star Wars right now.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're 100% right. I'm extremely nervous about it.
Yeah. It's, to be honest, it's possible that they don't even sell it. It's possible that they could be like just shopping it around just to see how much it could go for.
Well, yeah.
Just like, here's a possibility we might sell it because we do need to up our revenue a little bit.
Well, they want 4 billion.
Get it.
Doesn't mean they're gonna get 4 billion.
Yeah, because they might not be worth 4 billion.
Exactly.
Maybe it's like, hey, we'll see who'll buy this for 4 billion. What stupid company we can get to pay for this, right?
Stupid company, but yeah, I get what you mean. It's just I saw this pop up and I was like, oh god, anyone but Sony. And I was like, yeah, Sony can't afford them. Like, there's no way Sony could buy them. Like, no way.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I don't think at all.
So it would be a big move. I feel like this has come along at like the wrong time for Xbox though, where it's like they're just getting everything else in-house, like
Mm-hmm.
the new studios they've just got, and working on their brand new studio they built from the ground up initiative. It's like, is now the time to be buying more studios? Not really, but do you want them? I think Xbox would want them, right?
Who wouldn't want them? That's the question. Like every name we have there, which is EA, Activision, Take-Two, they would all want these studios, especially with like licensing deals, because the licensing deals are also really big.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
My only question with the licensing deals is, does it include all of like DC titles? Could they go and make a Superman game? Could they go and make a Green Arrow game? Could they go and make a Justice League game?
Yeah.
Or is it only like, here are the games we've made, you can get the licenses for these?
You get the Batman license, you don't get everything else. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I don't know how licensing works. I'm not business minded, so I don't know how that exactly works. But yeah, you're right. If it was a case of like, imagine like a Xbox get the studios, right? They buy them, and then they start building out like a game universe where it's like a Superman game, a Batman game, a Green Arrow game, like you said, and then like they do like a Wonder Woman game, then they do a Justice League game, like. That would be humongous. Again, it doesn't really work in games the way we want it to because of the dev time and how long it takes to make and stuff. But I just imagine it'd be cool to imagine nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we were always talking about like, oh, Marvel. Like Xbox needs to get a Marvel license. Imagine it's like, no. We don't need that Marvel license. We have the DC license, which in your opinion is the better games as well so far. So
yeah. So it'll be interesting where this goes. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this goes anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think they sell it. I don't think they buy it. I wonder how willing they would be to like section off studios and start selling them bit by bit. Like sell Rocksteady, and if you buy Rocksteady, you get the Batman licensing, right?
I feel like they get less money that way.
It depends. This all depends on like what's going on in the meetings that they're having. Like, what if people aren't willing to pay the what was it, $4 billion?
Yeah.
What if people aren't willing to pay the $4 billion, and the closest they can get is by siphoning it off piece by piece?
Yeah, we'll take NetherRealm, and we'll take Rocksteady, and we'll take who am I missing? NetherRealm, Avalanche, and we'll take Avalanche. Like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Once I saw this pop up though, I got excited, and I was like, oh no, I just really don't want EA to get them. Like, especially EA, where I'm just like, God, you guys you haven't proved to me that you can be trusted with these. Look at Star Wars. I don't even care about Star Wars, and look at what you've done to Star Wars. Yeah. It's like, I can't have you do that to the rest of these great IP.
To Harry Potter, you remember those Harry Potter games fixed? They're coming back. They're remastering all of them, remaking all of them.
I would kind of like that though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the original Harry Potter games with Quidditch involved as well, remastered. I'd play the shit out of those.
I remember going to a library. Playing one of them on PC in a library.
Oh damn! Pretty Quidditch.
I don't remember which one. I can't tell you. There was spells and stuff. I don't think it was Quidditch.
Not Quidditch. Damn. Quidditch
no.
was.
I think it was Order of the Phoenix. Whatever game they had for Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah, maybe.
I
don't know.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
Questions. Time is hard. Question. Yeah. The thing about question and time. Are you doing time codes by any chance?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Perfect. I'm glad. 1855 then for this topic. All right, topic of the show.
I already had 1855 down.
Thank you. Moving on. What's in your box, Crash? I will start off as you're busy doing something right now. More Call of Duty. That's all I've been playing, guys. There's nothing else I've been playing. I've got up to about. I think I'm up to 10 wins. 10 wins. Okay. And I'm getting sick of people, Crash. I'm getting really sick of people coming in like, oh, you've only got 10 wins? You forget that most of you guys were playing Warzone hardcore where nobody knew about the game. And not knew about it, but like, people didn't know the perfect builds and people didn't know like the contracts and stuff like that. That's when you got all your early wins. And you campers, I see you with your locator D, and you come in my chat, you tell me something, I won't have it no more. I won't have it, Crash.
Yeah, you campers. What you doing? Go get some s'mores. Get out of my face.
Exactly. Go get some s'mores. I like that. That was a good one, Crash. I gotta give that one to you. That was good. That was good for you, I've got to say. But yeah, that's all I've gone.
I was gonna say, you still on that Call of Duty?
Yeah, I'm still
not tired of it.
Still going hard, running hard.
So you still got like another few weeks, months.
Problem is, Last of Us is this week. So I now need to figure out a way to play as much Call of Duty as I am, and to play Last of Us and get that done. And I need to go back and finish Final Fantasy VII. And it's just like, oh god, my backlog is getting there already for the year. I'm like, oh no,
Right.
oh no.
And that's before like Cyberpunk's even out.
Cyberpunk, like what am I gonna do about that?
That's gonna be like a time.
I'm in trouble when that comes out because I know how big that's gonna be, and I can't stream it. And it's like, so I need to do 8 hours of streaming and then
get off and play,
and then get off and play Cyberpunk for another 8 hours, like a second job.
And then you'd feel like you're rushing through that game as well.
Because
you're like, I gotta finish this so that I can start hanging out with Haley again. I gotta get through this. And then
Haley?
you're like,
who's that?
All the side content.
Who's Haley?
You're gonna forget all about her. Yeah, okay.
What about yourself? What have you been playing?
More Warframe.
Oh, you're still going? Okay.
Yeah, I want to make a statement. Warframe, in terms of like the main story, is better than Destiny.
Oh, hot take right there.
It is better than Destiny. Destiny has a boring main story, cool lore. Warframe has the best of both worlds. This is not up for debate. This is not a hot take. This is just a fact.
Definitely a hot take.
It's not. It really isn't. I don't know how many people have played enough of Warframe to get through the story. Not a hot take. It is a fact.
Okay. I'm gonna take your hot take and
consider it a fact. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean,
thank you.
Why not?
I've played that. I've played a little bit of Call of Duty with you.
Yeah, tiny bit, Chris, tiny bit, little sliver.
Dude, I play as much as I can, and then I'm like, it's like 5 in the morning. What am I doing playing Call of Duty, a game I'm not even really into? And I go to sleep. I've been playing a little bit more KI. There's a KI documentary out. Yes.
Yeah, I did see that. I want to watch it, but I watch all my documentaries with Haley because she likes documentaries. So yeah, I want to watch it.
I heard it's really, really good. I was talking to Ben. Ben was telling me some stuff that happens in it. It sounds really good. It sounds like I had a really interesting development. It sounds like if you're into gaming documentaries, you should watch it.
You're not, though.
And if you're into KI, you should watch it. I like gaming documentaries. I don't like normal documentaries. You want to know why I like gaming documentaries? Because I like gaming.
You tell me you don't like O.J. Simpson? Interesting.
No, I'm not particularly a fan of O.J. Simpson.
I think you're pretty much right. You shouldn't be either, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Have you watched it yet? The documentary?
No, I've heard from two people that it's really good.
Who made it?
I'm not too sure.
Because it's Microsoft owned the IP and owned the only company that made Splash Damage, right? I don't think Microsoft owns Splash Damage actually.
I'm not too sure. Is Splash Damage the people that are working on KI right now?
I think so.
I forget because KI's gone through like 3 different developers.
Let me see if I got this right. No, I don't know where I come out with Splash Damage. Iron Galaxy was what I was thinking. What did Splash Damage do? Who's working on it now?
I don't recall.
No, nor do I.
Because I haven't heard anything about KI in a hot minute, other than my prediction year after year. KI is coming and fixed. By the way, this year, July, KI is coming.
Okay, yeah.
I was playing that game and I'm like, oh, this is such a good fighting game. It just looks so outdated. It like looks really outdated.
Double Helix Games, Iron Galaxy, and Rare, under the supervision of Ken Lobb, and it was published by Microsoft, obviously. So Double Helix.
Does it say who worked on it last? Double Helix.
They did season 1. There was a season 2, right?
Okay. Yeah, there was a few seasons. So that means Iron Galaxy.
Okay, Iron Galaxy did season 2 and season 3. But they're not. I don't think.
What season?
No, there might have been, but they did the season 1, season 2, season 3. And then
I think there's another developer somewhere that's supposed to be somewhere in that mix. I think. I could be absolutely wrong. I don't remember my I don't remember my Killer Instinct. I should probably remember the different developers they've had.
No. But it is a lot of devs on one IP. So
yeah,
I just wonder who made this documentary. Is more to my point, where I'm like, this seems like something that Microsoft should have pushed if it was them, which they clearly can't be. But I don't know. It just seems weird.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. So if you like gaming documentaries, go check it out.
Cool.
And be hyped for the next Killer Instinct.
I can't promise you that.
It's going to be at EVO. Everybody who listens to this podcast should watch Killer Instinct at EVO because you guys love Xbox. That is an Xbox franchise that should come back.
Should it though?
Absolutely. we talk about how Microsoft needs to get diverse and have multiple different types of AAA games. AAA fighting game right there, Killer Instinct. They have the franchise they need to do it with, and it's the closest we'll get to a Smash game.
Smash. Don't compare Killer Instinct to Smash.
Can I speak? It's a better fighting game than Smash, but that's irrelevant. It's the closest in terms of like guest characters and Xbox characters, because you have to remember that
okay, I get what you're saying.
Ram, and the Arbiter all in one game.
Okay.
You are such a hater today.
I'm not a hater.
You're a hater.
I'm not.
I'm just trying to enjoy myself, and I'm trying to talk like, oh my god. And
oh my god, games, and I'm like,
who likes games? I prefer my documentaries. Let me go watch documentary.
I mean, there's a new one I just watched. I was just watching documentaries. You know me, I love a good documentary.
What did you watch?
I watched the Ted Bundy documentary not too long ago. No.
How was that?
I mean, it's about Ted Bundy, so it's hard to enjoy something about such a terrible person. But
was it good?
Yeah, it was put together well. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I watched that. I've watched so many. You need to watch. The one you need to watch is Don't Fuck with the Cats.
No, people have been telling me that, and it's like, that doesn't sound interesting.
I promise you, it sounds like the dumbest thing ever. You watch it and you're like, oh my god. And I'll be honest with you, as someone who puts their life out there on the internet as much as I do, it scares the fuck out of me. Scares the fuck out of me.
Really?
Scares the fuck out of me.
Oh.
But yeah, that's just me. Anything else you been playing?
Let's see. I said KI, Warframe, Smite.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing back on that?
I've been playing some ranked joust in that.
Yeah, jousting some people, yeah?
You don't even know what ranked joust is.
Well, of course, it's ranked. It's ranked, and then you're jousting some people.
Yeah, you're actually absolutely correct. Yeah, I haven't been playing anything new. I don't know if there's anything like... I'm sure there's new games out there to
there's nothing you've missed that
Yeah.
That needed to be played right this precise second. I'm sure there's a great indie out there that we've missed. I'm sure.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? We need to get people like Amy on the podcast more.
Lucy,
because
Amy
plays, they play indie games, and they'd be good at talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
We also need to get, whenever we end up talking about Halo, because I had this thought a little bit earlier, we need to get someone who likes Halo. There's quite a few problems.
Zyger can do that.
Zyger, you're a resident Halo person. Whenever we need to talk about Halo, I saw Zyger tweeted something about like the Halo story, and he's like ODS2 that covers this part of the story. And I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be good, Zyger. I like that. Yeah. That part of the story is very interesting.
Yeah, but also the bad thing about Zyger is he stopped working on the website. I'm gonna call him out again. Like everyone's just stopped.
Zyger's probably busy with life.
Sure, life. I guess it's important.
I'm gonna defend my boy Zyger.
Of course.
The rest of them, what are you guys doing? Zyger though, he got a life.
Zyger, he's important. But the rest of y'all, I don't know what you're up to. Alright, let's move on to Fix This Sack. You can email in myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. I actually put it out there in Facebook. On Twitter as well. You did as well, and I appreciate that. And in the Discord channel. So we got some questions this week. First one says, I've got one. Thank you for having one. I appreciate it. If the Xbox Series X looked like the PS5, would it have gotten the same amount of love? Why is there a general negativity towards Xbox? Negative attitude. That's a negativity. Negative attitude towards Xbox from Just the Norm. It's a great question, Norm. It's a great question. It really is, because this is something that I see out there every day. Every day. It's the weird thing of, when a game comes out and it's out on PlayStation and Xbox, it's always said as PlayStation, Xbox. You never see it written as Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Never. It's always PlayStation always gets header. Always. Why is that? Because it sold more units? Or because there's a bias?
Because it sells more units. If you go back to the 360 days, it was literally this in reverse.
You think so?
Yeah, because I remember being a PlayStation fan during the 360 days.
That makes sense.
It was horrible when you would go online anywhere. Like, other than Podcast Beyond, there was nowhere really where people were PlayStation fans. There was nowhere really. And that's what's happening now. And that's what'll happen if Microsoft gets past Sony, and Microsoft's doing better than Sony. It will be Xbox, PlayStation, PC. PC will always be lost because PC is not master
Because
race,
PC
no matter what they
sucks.
say. No matter what they say. All them driver updates. What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Come on.
we don't rate you. We don't rate you.
No. But yeah, this is twofold. It's one, PlayStation being the more popular console.
Yep.
And then two, it's also when you see somebody praising Xbox, it doesn't really register to you because you in your mind that's the norm. And then when you see somebody ishing on Xbox, it registers to you and you're like, why are they saying that? That's absolutely false. They're saying some hater-ish. Because they are saying some hater-ish because it's petty fanboyism.
Well,
you know, as a fan of both, whenever I go on Twitter, I see both and I'm like, why are you guys doing this? You guys are both wrong, like literally.
But people take me as like a fanboy, yeah? And you do very often as well. You very much do call me an Xbox fanboy, yeah? I put out a tweet the other day laughing at the statement PlayStation just made about the console. And it was literally just the ha 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 ha. And then all my replies is just like, why are we so worried about the price? I'm like, I never said nothing about it. Like, I'm just laughing at the way they messaged their pricing. Compared to, like, 2016 was, like, get a second job. Now it's like, oh, it's, like, pretty much, like, quality over price. Like, don't worry about the price. It's so good. Don't worry about it. And then I'm like, I'm still getting it. I'm getting it day one. I have a PS4.
Right.
I'm not a fanboy. I play all the games. I've got a Switch as well. Like, just chill. I like to make fun of it.
But here's your problem. You make fun of Sony a lot.
I make fun of Xbox as well.
100%. But it's back to what I just said about like people noticing the jokes about the stuff that they're a fan of more than the jokes about the stuff they don't care about. When you make fun of Xbox, people don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
And people who are fans of you, people are fans of you because of your Xbox takes. So they're like, oh, he's just joking. Sometimes they'll argue with you and whatnot,
of course.
but for the most part, they're like, oh, he's just joking.
Which is healthy. I'm fine to have a conversation and a conversation on Twitter. The one I don't get is when you're like, oh, you're so out of... I'm like, this was clearly a joke. I'm mucking around. It's my Twitter. I'll tweet what I like. Like, get over yourself, people. Like, you take this way too serious, some people. I'm like,
oh, absolutely.
I'm buying both consoles, both plastic boxes. One's going to look really ugly on my desk and one's going to look beautiful. That's just the truth of the matter. But to go back to the question real quick from Nom, yes, Xbox would have got absolutely trashed if it looked like this. 1,000%. 1,000%. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, but I don't think Sony's not getting trashed.
I just don't.
There's a lot of.
Go on.
The problem is a lot of people are generally Sony fans, and Sony can do no wrong.
Yes.
It's literally the same thing with people who. There's a lot of people who are hardcore Xbox fans.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Don't think there's anything wrong, and if you say the Xbox looks like a fridge, they get mad.
Yeah, well it doesn't.
And they're like, "Why are you trashing my?" Okay. Okay, we have this console generation. We have a router and a fridge as our consoles. It's wild, bro. I get internet and snacks. It's crazy.
When they go out the room to get food, people are gonna be like, "Why? It's right there in front of you, idiot."
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I don't know why it happens. I just think it's that whole second place mentality where it's like Xbox screwed up so bad with the Xbox One. And I'm so scared they've screwed it up again with the Xbox Series X. If I'm honest with you, the more and more I think about it, showing the console at the Game Awards was the wrong move. It didn't have that same level as hype as it does when it's your own event.
I think if this year without Corona went the way it was supposed to, I think Microsoft's strategy would have been different. And that was made before all this happened. So I do think they had a different strategy. And it's like, well, all this is going down. We have to change it up. And I do think it delayed some of the announcements that they should have already had. Right? Because they've lost steam.
Yeah, 100%. They needed the event this month, not July.
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think this month they had the Idea Xbox thing that they just did.
Yeah.
Did they have anything else? Was that the only thing they're doing this month?
As far as again, it's so here, there, and everywhere that I only remembered the Idea Xbox thing was happening the day I messaged you, and then at that point I was like, I'm just gonna go spend time with Haley. I took the Sunday off. I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not. It's so here, there, and everywhere. God, bring back E3. God, bring back E3. I can't do this. I can't do this. So many of these companies that tried doing what E3 does to different scales, like, just dropped the ball on it. They dropped it really heavy. They dropped it really quick. The problem is it needed to be, it was IGN running this, or it needed to be Jeff Keighley was running this, and that was it. It can't be, IGN's
many
running
chef
one,
competitions.
GameSpot's running one, this person's running one, Guerrilla Collective's running one, Kind of Funny's in with Guerrilla Collective. It's too much everywhere. And it's just
That confused me. That actually really confused me because I thought Kind of Funny was doing their own thing this year.
Well, they joined with the Guerrilla Collective to collaborate on it, which I understand. You got to remember, Kind of Funny is a tiny company, so I totally understand why they have done it. But it didn't feel like they collaborated with Guerrilla Collective. It felt like Greg hosted and Guerrilla Collective took over the rest of it, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It just didn't feel like it was a Kind of Funny show as last time it did, you know?
Got it. That makes sense. I don't think if IGN ran the whole thing, it would be any good, if I'm being honest. Because like I think if IGN ran the whole thing and they did it the way they're doing all their shows now, I don't think I would have enjoyed it. Even with really hype announcements, if they had those style of interviews, because those are IGN after show stuff. That's usually where you go to IGN to see the interviews for the games that you like, not for the show.
Yeah, I do think if it was the PlayStation reveal was on that show, or I think we'd look at it differently. I do think we'd look at it differently.
Got it. That's fair. That's very fair.
I don't, and because it would have people talking about things that are. Remember, the shows we did talk about of the interviews of people that knew what they were doing. Those were good.
Yeah.
We enjoyed that part.
No,
it was only the awkward ones and the slower ones that we just didn't like. So
yeah. So that is true. A couple more of the bigger games, more of the bigger studios probably would have been better at those interviews. Yeah, that's fair.
Moving on, we got another question from Scott Sebin. It says, Resident Evil 8, end of an era or start of something new? We know this question is irrelevant, right? Because the new already started last time. 7 was the new. As much as it hurts me, it breaks me, it isn't what I necessarily want. But I will say, after watching that Resident Evil 8 trailer again, I'm like, okay, I need to just get over it. This is what Resident Evil is now.
Yeah. Did you see that Resident Evil 8 is timed exclusive?
What?
Resident Evil 8's timed exclusive.
I'm checking Google.
Did you see how many stuff like actually at Sony's show are timed exclusives?
Wait a second. Don't do this to me. Wait, don't do this to me, Crash. Wait. Okay, this is from Duskgloam, who we've spoken about before. Okay, I got some clarification on why Resident Evil 8's next gen only. When it was cross-gen okay, let me just keep reading. When it was cross-gen previously, with the update graphics fidelity overhauled, they're still in process. The way Resident Evil was designed, the Resident Evil 8 was designed in the past gen, having a lot of pop-in/texture loadings. Load times because the game has you traveling through most of the village and had a lot of load of zones because they're a bigger focus. Blah, blah, blah. This is nothing about the timed exclusive. Wait. Blah, 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 blah. I got nothing here on timed. Okay. Let me check this. Timed X. Don't do this to me, Crash.
From what I've heard, it has no confirmation that it's going to be on Xbox Day 1.
Xbox have tweeted it out that it's coming to Xbox One.
Have they tweeted out that it's coming Day 1?
Aaron Greenberg tweeted that it's coming to Xbox One.
Maybe the information I got was wrong.
Okay, yeah, you're wrong. I've not seen it anywhere on Google either. Okay.
But next week when it comes out that it's timed exclusive.
Mini heart attack over, everyone. We're going to be okay. Why did you do that?
It was funny. No, I legitimately heard that it's timed exclusive.
Okay, to go back to the question from Scott.
I failed and didn't do my due diligence. I apologize.
That's one strike.
That's my last time on my Xbox and me.
That's one strike.
He's gonna get rid of me.
It could be.
He's gonna come to New York. He's gonna come to New York with a British cane. You know how British people have canes all the time. He's gonna beat me up.
Yeah, of course. Okay, yeah, sure.
It's gonna happen. He's threatened me so many times. He's like, don't make me come with my British cane.
Okay, yeah. I don't have a cane.
All British people have canes and teapots.
I don't have a teapot either.
He's gonna be me with a teapot. You see, I saw it. Just like I don't have it. When the instrument for my death was a teapot, we'll know why.
It's like a game of Cluedo. Yeah, the Resident Evil 7 was already a new start to the era, right? It just because I didn't like it and I fought against it doesn't mean that it's not new. Doesn't mean that it's not not the start of something new. I think Resident Evil 8 looks amazing. Graphically wise, it looks amazing. Chris Redfield back to normal. Does he die? We'll find out. Like, this is not new. This is the way Resident Evil is now. Start of a new generation, which happened from the Resident Evil 7. So, yeah, that is that. Next question. Would you like to see a game made along the lines of #bug snags by Rare, or a third-party exclusive from the Xbox Series X? While what the fuck you keep for? I'm trying to read it. Why I don't think it would do well, I could eventually branch off into a series that is more kid-friendly. PS has a few of these like these already. From a Wild Yami. Crash, what do you think of this one?
Who really, like, Microsoft, I don't think, is known for their kid-friendly games. I think they have Grounded coming out. I think that's a super kid-friendly game.
Rare?
They have Rare in general. Sea of Thieves. I think they'll do kid-friendly games. I don't think
Minecraft Dungeons?
I think having like Fortnite on your system is enough for the kids. I don't think you need to like try super hard.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be, where you had Spyro and Crash, and those were very much, oh, these are kids' games. Let your kids play these, or the Toy Story game, or whatever. I don't think first party wise it makes sense. I would never want to see Rare do that at all. No, Rare make great games. I'd love to see them make more adult games. Please stop. I hate it. Please stop.
I'm sorry. You said it's annoying you, and now I'm just doing it. I apologize. No more.
That's 2 strikes this week. You're out, I swear.
Okay, guys. Did you guys know that Resident Evil is a full-time exclusive?
I hate you. I actually hate you. I really do hate you.
Why?
I don't see it. I just don't see it coming. I don't want the studios, unless it's a studio that is made to make those type of games, which Double Fine are going to make some games that are probably kid-friendly-ish. We've got, what's it called? I always forget the name. Psychonauts 2. That's a kid-friendly game by a first-party studio now. Like,
yeah.
I don't think we need something of this level or this, like this, no.
Yeah, I think there'll be kid-friendly games. It'll probably be more idea Xbox games as opposed to like these big studios, because you don't get big studios to make kid games as much as it sucks to say that.
So okay, then the rebuttal to that is not PlayStation, not Xbox, PlayStation. Ratchet and Clank's a kids game. Insomniac's huge. But that's a huge studio.
Sony didn't buy Insomniac to make Ratchet and Clank.
You don't know that.
And Ratchet and Clank's from the PS2 era. They got Insomniac because of Spider-Man, and Sony has a long history with
But you Insomniac. Just said that big titles don't come. Big studios don't make kid games. Yes, they do. Insomniac's a big studio, and they make a game that is for kids. Spider-Man's for kids as well.
Ratchet and Clank ain't for kids.
This is.
I'm an adult. I love Ratchet and Clank.
Just because we enjoy it.
Okay, you're right.
Doesn't mean that it's not for kids.
You're right.
Spider-Man's a kids game. Spider-Man is a kids game.
Whoa! Multiple people. You can't have people dying in kids games.
Of course you can. Fortnite.
No, you can't. No, they get eliminated, bro.
I
don't kill people in Fortnite. They go to the farm, bro.
Spider-Man don't kill no one. He just punches them into oblivion.
I'm just saying, if you played Spider-Man,
I have.
So how are you saying people don't die in Spider-Man?
Moving on.
You know I'm right.
What specific features / improvements do you want to see from the new Xbox dashboard? From Matt Phillips.
Well, this is a bad comment.
Why?
Because there's no new Xbox dashboard.
I was going to say, unfortunately, they've already confirmed. Chris,
this is where Fix goes in his bag.
Did you see my tweet about it?
I don't. Yeah, I said it. I don't care, personally. I don't think it's as big of a deal as you're trying to make it be.
I'm me.
Yeah.
You're on the side of Snow by Mike, are you?
I don't think it matters.
It does matter.
Okay. It does matter. So what's more important? You come out with a new console with the UI that works, or you come out with a new console with a UI that you're more than likely going to hit and miss?
Why is it? But everyone keeps saying that, yeah? That's everyone's argument. Let me finish. Okay, this is everyone's argument, which is, oh, you're going to come out with something that hit and miss. That means you've done a poor job in designing it in the first place, if it's hit and miss.
Okay. Tell me the first time a console came out with good UI.
PS2.
PS2 had no UI.
Exactly, it was great.
Yeah, okay, so you want... Okay, you know what? You're right. Next gen, no UI at all. You can't launch Netflix on it. You only run the CDs that are on it. You can't download games. F that. We're on this next wave.
360,
We're going old
360, 360 Blades. I like 360 Blades.
Blades weren't good though.
You
can like them, but they weren't good.
I thought
most people hated them when people originally got the 360. People hated the Blades. People weren't fans of the Blades.
Most people.
You can give this revisionist history of the Blades were amazing. It's not true.
I mean, I didn't say amazing.
I understand
good.
You're saying, and I understand. Like next gen, I want everything new, but you also have to remember Microsoft's not go. It's a next gen, but it's not really next gen.
Yeah,
it's continuing this line of here's everything, and we're being uniform from now on.
I don't like it.
You cannot like it.
I know.
So you don't like the fact that Microsoft's going uniform in general?
No, I don't like the fact that we're not going to get a new dashboard.
But why would you get a new dashboard if they're going uniform?
I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
I'm just trying to understand where where you are.
I just want a new dashboard. I want something new. I don't want it to feel like a fucking iPhone.
Do you buy consoles for UI?
I buy consoles for it to feel new. Otherwise, why the hell am I buying this new thing?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And that's been my argument the whole time, which is...
So...
Go on.
So, a new box isn't new?
Not... The plastic outside, no, isn't new to me. I don't care about what it looks like or if it stands or if it lays. That's not the specialness to me. The specialness to me is getting it out of the box, having that new smell, plugging it all in, doing my updates, of course, because that's very important to do your updates.
Of course.
And then turning on that UI and seeing it for the first time and being like, oh, this is different. Oh, this is new.
You know what?
That's special to me.
You know what? You're going to be really disappointed because you're going to plug in your external hard drive. And it's all going to be set up from day one with all your games.
That's different. That's different. That's different.
How's it different?
Because I'm not talking about games installing. We've had that for the 360.
But what I'm saying is, like, you had it for the 360, true. But what I'm saying is, you're gonna get the Series X. You're gonna plug in your hard drive, and everything is gonna be the same.
But it's not, because you can't run games on the hard drive. You know, the Xbox Series X games.
You can run Xbox
SSD.
One games.
Yeah, but I'm not playing my Xbox One games on it. Only Series X from then. I'm never playing a game. I'm never playing a game that's Xbox One game only. Refuse.
That makes sense. Did you know? Apparently, the Cyberpunk game that's coming forward isn't their next gen version of it.
Yeah, no, they're gonna update it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not playing Cyberpunk on the Series X?
No, I'm playing on my Xbox One X. I refuse.
And never. So I feel like doing a little bit of Cyberpunk. You're gonna bust out your Xbox One.
Did you just
plug it in? Like, we're getting all that dust off. What are you doing on this? And then you go play it. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't want the better resolutions or the better textures or the faster load times. I don't want that. All right.
You're stronger than me, bro. You're stronger than me.
I understand everyone's argument. Let me just read Tom Warren's comment, because he says, I can confirm the Xbox Series X dashboard will be the same as the Xbox One. Microsoft is adding some stuff in the new console features, but the UI and dashboard will be the same. Speed and perf will also be improved. I think it's a good thing that, this is his opinion, I think it's a good thing that the Xbox dashboard is aligned and on the Xbox One and Xbox Series X. There will be improvements in the coming months, and there's a new store app on the way. Things have been gradually improving on the dashboard and will continue to do so. Tom Warren from The Verge, by the way. Shout out to him. Fantastic. He does great work. Like I say, what do I want from a new dashboard? We've already seen it. It's leaked. So we know what the new dashboard looks like. So, what do I want? I don't know. I don't know what I want until I've got the new thing, unfortunately.
The only thing I want is a better store. I've mentioned it several times.
You don't like the store?
I think the store looks fine. It just runs poorly. I want a better running store.
I feel like just having an SSD in there is going to make everything run that much smoother and quicker.
Possibly, but I that's something that I need to see before, like, I'm like, oh, the store's better.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Before we move on, I have one complaint to make. It's not necessarily about the dashboard,
of course,
but Microsoft's introduced this thing where you can change your name and you can take any name you want.
Yes,
attached with a hashtag.
Yes.
I think it's a really cool system. Battle.net does it. Activision does it. Most of those, when you're in games, it hides the numbers. When you go into your friends list, it hides the numbers unless you go into it to look. Xbox does not do that.
Hence,
It gives you your name
I
and
know.
the numbers.
That's why I didn't change my name. I almost changed it the other day. And I was like, it's going to come up with, I'm going to have it in my bloody, it's the same as, I might as well just keep being XOB Fixer at that point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's ugly. Don't do this. Fix it, Xbox. Hopefully that's like in the line of stuff that they're going to fix. Because it's not pretty to look at. It's not enjoyable to look at. People who didn't have numbers changing their gamer tag to something that they were like, oh, I could use this because this is more in line with who I am now, or whatever. And then it's who you are.
Hashtag number, blah, 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 blah.
And for the longest time, they didn't have numbers before, so all they did was make fun of people with numbers, and now they go to make people with numbers, and they're like, oh, that's me.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, I almost did it the other day. It was free.
Yeah.
It was free. The first time you do it, it's free. And I was like, oh, I can be MC Fixer finally, and I can put it in my Twitch chat. And I was like, something's telling me this isn't going to work the way I want it to.
No. I'm Crush right now. I'm never changing it.
Never. Don't do it, ever. Never.
Because I'm Crush without numbers. Even if they introduce a new system, I'm Crush without numbers. You guys got hashtags.
Yep.
I'm the original out here.
Always the original. Last question for Fixer Stat Crush. It says, do you think Game Pass could change with launch of next gen? Will there be separate SKUs based on which console you own, like with PC and Xbox right now? And do you think they will continue with first parties being included, even if Xbox are owning the space? Yes. Xbox will. I generally think. I don't think Game Pass is going to change at all. No, it is a seamless app/process for everything, which we already have from PC to Xbox One. It's going to be exactly the same for Xbox Series X, especially with them keeping the UI and stuff like that. Yeah. That's the reason they're doing it. That nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change at all. But yeah, you are 100% right in terms of being worried about Xbox. If Xbox were to come on top, will they change it? No, I don't think so. Phil Spencer seems to be an honest man, and he's been very, very clear in his messaging when it comes to Game Pass and things of that they want to build the gaming Netflix. Currently, that's what they have, and they need to keep giving original content. That's why we got the studios.
Yeah, it's also like the biggest pull, and why I see most people go into Game Pass is because of the first parties. Is because Bleeding Edge. Nobody really.
Yeah.
Bleeding Edge came. Bleeding Edge is out there. It's a first party exclusive. I don't want to pay the $40 for it. I could just pay the $1 whenever it's $1, or the $10 or $5, or I don't know how much.
12 on PC. 12 on PC for £12 on PC and $7.99 on
Ultimate,
Xbox.
Right?
Yeah, that's Ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they'll keep doing it. I think it's the main draw for Game Pass, and when they're bigger, it's like you keep the main draw, so you keep growing as opposed to taking it away, to give Sony a chance to come back and do something where like, oh, we're releasing a Game Pass type thing, and all our exclusives are on there. You know.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You want to keep the momentum going as opposed to like hindering it.
Fair.
Also, the changing it so that it's different for next gen would be kind of counterintuitive to what Microsoft's going for, because they might as well make a new dashboard, right? Fix.
Yeah, exactly. But you're 100%. I don't disagree with the fact of them keep it. I understand why. I just don't like it. All right.
I understand. I'm just gonna,
rub that
throwing the ball
in.
your way so you can get into this conversation.
Idiot. Crash, I want to do something new on the channel. We both said that we want to start trying to play more Game Pass games and indie games and stuff like that. So what I've done is I've added this new section, which is new on Xbox Why I wrote this up. And what I want you to do is to read out the game, read out the date it comes out, read the little blurb that it has, and at the end, we're going to pick one each. I'm going to try and reach out to the dev and see if they want to be featured on the show. And we can do like a topic of the topic game of the show or something that maybe we put up for like exclusive, or we add it on at the end of the show, or whatever. We'll figure it out from there. But yeah, so this is all you, bro.
Okay. Desperado 3, coming out June 16th, is a story-driven, hardcore, tactical stealth game set in a ruthless Wild West scenario. A good plan can make the difference between survival and finding yourself at the business end of a pistol. Combine your team's special skills to overcome each tough challenge in your own style. Plan your moves wisely and execute them perfectly in time to sneak past your enemies while remaining undetected. Again, that's Desperados 3, coming out June 16th. Colt Canyon, also coming out June 16th. Shoot your way through a hostile canyon full of hidden treasures, weapons, obstacles, and all kinds of bloodthirsty scum. Colt Canyon is a stylish pixel art shooter with roguelike elements and real-time combat where you save your kidnapped partners from ruthless bandits. Gotta hate them bandits. Fix.
God damn it, bandits.
Colt Canyon, again, June 16th. Again, can you believe it? June 16th, again, fix.
Another June 16th? To be fair, this whole week is from June 16th to June 19th. Just to be fair.
I understand.
Just to be fair.
I understand. Xbox coming out on the Xbox One. It's Xbox One X Enhanced from V1 Interactive, the new 30-person independent development studio founded by Marcus Leto, the co-creator of Halo, comes Disintegration, a sci-fi first-person shooter combining FPS and real-time strategy elements. Pilot a heavy weaponized grav cycle while commanding your troops on the ground as you battle through a thrilling single-player campaign and in a frenetic PvP multiplayer. That is Disintegration, June 16th, made by the co-creator of Halo. That definitely sounds interesting.
Well, you don't get to pick yet, Chris. Pick at the end.
I'm not picking. I'm just saying it sounds interesting.
You pick at the end.
Can I not say it sounds interesting?
Just saying, you pick at the end.
You gave me reins of this, and now you're like, Crush, stop doing that.
You know what?
You gonna let me go?
It's your segment. You're right.
You gonna let me run?
You're right. Fly, my little bird, fly.
Radio Squid, June 17th. New date, big deal.
New date.
June 17th. A young squid. Can you believe that, Fix? A young squid
Crazy.
has been cursed. Now it is up to you to lift the curse by reaching the depths of the sea with plenty of coins at the end. Explore deep sea floors while taking care of your enemies by utilizing the power of the siren song. Shoot your enemies with projectiles to the beat of the music. Watch out not to get hit by your own shot. For extra challenge, try to bounce off your shots to the wall to hit enemies. Radio Squid, June 17th.
So we've got a picture here for each one, just to add it in, just because I didn't want us to just go by the blurb. Next week we could just go by the text and just roll with it.
I think we should just go by the text.
Oh, I like your thinking, kid. I like your thinking.
I think it'll be more interesting.
Okay, deal. Next week we go just by the text.
That way we don't set up any we don't set up biases by the pictures, It's just sort of like what sounds the coolest, and then we try it based off that.
And then we give our thoughts. I like it. Okay.
Yeah. How well it sold us on that game, that description.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Session coming to Xbox Game Preview on June 17th.
Woo-hoo.
It's Xbox One X Enhanced, inspired by the golden era of skateboarding. You remember the golden era of skateboarding?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2?
Yes, sir. Experience what skateboarding really is, an incredible culture where there are no other goals other than expressing your creativity and achieving success through hard work, perseverance, and a bit of madness for no one else other than yourself. Be ready to play the most authentic and grounded skateboarding experience in the most legendary spots on Earth, film and make the gnarliest skate parks out there. Should that be skate parks? I think that should be skate parks.
It said, I'm just copying what it says.
It's what it says, so I'm probably wrong, and I apologize. Session coming to Xbox Game Preview June 17th.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize how long this was gonna take. Our episodes are gonna go from being 1 hour episodes of my Xbox and me to 2 hour shows. You realize that, right?
Are you against that?
I don't think I am, but is the audience against it? Who knows? We'll find out. Carry on.
Let us
know. If you don't want long episodes, let me know. But let me know. Just let me know. Carry on. Sorry,
we'll talk about it after. Yeah. Timberman versus June 17th. Xbox. It's coming to Xbox Play Anywhere. Enter the digital forest and discover the classic casual game. Slice and dice trees in an arcade style. Challenge your friends and be the fastest Timberman alive. Timberman features a single player challenge to test your skill and unlock as much as 56 characters and local games to have fun with your friends. 56 characters.
If I'm not in it, I'm going to be upset.
Timberman versus coming June 17. Xbox Play Anywhere. Big deal. Xbox Play Anywhere.
Big deal. Deal. Can't wait to play it on my phone.
It's going to be fun on your phone.
Damn straight.
You can play with Haley. She'll play on her Xbox. You'll play on your phone.
I'm out. I don't want to play with her.
Yeah. Waking coming June 16th. Combining third-person action and guided meditation. I don't know what guided meditation means. I'm going to be honest. Waking is an emotional adventure through your dying mind. Locked in the darkness of a coma, you dream. In the recesses of your mind, voices call you home, beckoning you towards the light and the void beyond. But it is not your time. Battle the forces of oblivion, conjure the memories of loved ones, and join them in the fight for your life. Waking, June 18th. June 18th again, Namco Museum Archives Volume 1, gathering Namco's hits and long-lost treasures. Each volume of Namco's Museum Archives features 10 historic 8-bit console versions of arcade hits. Volume 1 contains classics as Galaxion, Xevious, Mappy, Pac-Man, Dig Dug, and more.
Oh.
Namco Museum Archive Volume 1, June 18th. That's honestly like Pac-Man at home, bro.
That's packed.
Yeah.
I wonder what could come next.
Do a pun.
No, I didn't mean it, but let's just roll with it like I did. Hey.
I don't know. I don't know what could come next on this list. I'm gonna be honest. It's probably gonna be wild. Namco Museum Archives Volume 2, June 18th.
What?
Gathering Namco's hits and long-lost treasures. Each volume of Namco's Museum Archive features 10 historic 8-bit home console versions of its arcade hits. Volume 2 contains classics like Dig Dug 2. The other one had Dig Dug 1. This has Dig Dug 2.
Big.
Galaga, Rolling Thunder, Legacy of the Wizard, and more.
You're just going to roll over Galaga like that?
They had Dig Dug 2, bro.
Good point. You're right. Dig Dug 2. You're right.
June 18th, Namco Museum Archives Volume 2. You can get both archives same day. Think about that. Pac-Man and Dig Dug 2.
Dig Dug 2, baby. Dig Dug 2.
Then we have The Bard's Tale ARPG, June 18th. ARPG stands for Action RPG, by the way, for anyone.
Thank you, Crash. I didn't know, you know? I didn't know.
Trying to break it down.
Thank you.
Xbox Game Pass. It comes to Xbox Game Pass. You are the Bard, a selfish rogue, weary of pointless subquests. I like that.
I like it as well.
And rat-infested cellars. Through magical song, you summon characters to join. Through magical song, this sounds like your game fix. You can rap to them, summon them. Prepare to immerse yourself in over 20 hours of adventure, featuring a vast world to explore with towns, wild forests, rivers, castle towers, secret dungeons, snowy mountains, caverns, haunted tombs, and more. The Bard's Tale ARPG, June 18th. I'm not saying ARPG just to throw it in there. It is The Bard's Tale ARPG. That's
the name. That's the name. You got it. You're doing it. You're smashing it, kid. You're smashing it.
I'm just saying.
Jesus. Hold up. So I've been playing COD with Snowbite Mike, right?
And you call me kid.
He calls everyone kid, and now I said
I'll
kid.
Be honest.
I hate it.
I'll be honest. I don't like it when you call me kid.
I hate it. I hate it myself.
It makes you seem older than you are.
I am old, but that's not the point.
No, it makes you seem older than you are.
Yeah, but
like Snowbike Mike's got that energy, so when he says kid, it's just like he's rolling with it.
I know,
when
you're right.
Say kid,
It's like, my back's out.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Hard West Ultimate Edition, June 19th. Xbox One X Enhanced.
No date. My bad.
Welcome to the Wild West as you've never seen before. Follow Warren on his descent into the darkest recesses of the human soul and try to survive in a world full of hard choices and even harder consequences, because in this world death is a constant presence, and the black pacts which you make with forces beyond human comprehension will forever haunt all those around you. That is Hard West Ultimate Edition, June 19th.
Huh.
Whew.
Interesting.
That's it.
Interesting. Well,
that's it.
Congratulations on your first week of reading this out. How'd you feel?
Yeah. Took a lot out of me.
I see. It's not easy, is it?
It took a lot out of me. I also was like more hyped for that than I normally am on the podcast.
I know. The energy went up. I appreciate it. Nah.
I felt like I needed to sell it. I want this to come back, and people need to buy it.
People need to. So, if you had to pick one, what are you gonna pick? We have to pick different games.
Let's see. Probably Disintegration.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I like Halo as a game.
You
Not the biggest Halo fan, but I'll play some Halo multiplayer. I think mechanically it's a good game.
That's actually one we could play together. Like, I'm gonna pick a separate game as well, but we could play it together, maybe even shoot a Let's Play.
We could, absolutely. That's absolutely true.
Maybe. I don't know. Is it free to play? Do we know? I'm gonna reach out for codes if not. Okay.
I think you have to buy it, yeah.
Cool. I'll reach out for some codes, see if we can get them. If we don't get them quick enough, we'll figure that out. But,
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So that'll be for next week's show, not the extra episode that we're doing on Friday, all right? For people listening. All right, you're picking that. I'm gonna go with... I'm thinking Session. The skateboarding game. Yeah, I do enjoy a good skateboarding game. I know it's going to be in preview, so I need to keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm going to go for Session. So there we go. Our two picks. Session and whatever Crush picked.
Okay.
Disintegration.
You're
Fair
not gonna
enough.
go.
No.
You're not gonna go Timberman versus
Tempted. I was tempted.
56 characters. You
I
can
was
unlock
tempted.
yourself.
I was tempted, but no. I'm definitely
Okay.
going with Session. That's my pick
That's
this
fair.
week. Good peak. There we go.
That's absolutely
Moving
fair.
on, Crash. Moving on. ID Xbox games revealed and many announced during the Guerrilla Collective at day 2 of it. The problem is I couldn't find a collective thing of all the Guerrilla Collective stuff, but I've got this little blurb, so I'm going to give it a read, alright?
Okay.
At the end of the stream, Guerrilla Collective event decided to show a plethora of games coming out by the idea Xbox, showing different types of games fans will want to get their hands on. Once they're out, a game like Skatebird will have players playing, as you guessed, a bird skateboarding. Developers wanted to bring skating type and was a fanatic with birds, that she even created a whole game for it. Next, we have Spellbreak, where players will have to fight across the battle of the HoloLands to become the ultimate battle mage. They will be using spells and combat so their players can defeat their foes. Coming up is the Falconer. Players will be flying and soaring on a giant falcon, and you fly on it for air combat. Next was the Forgiven City, is an open world murder-based mystery where it takes place in a Ascent Roman city. Players will go back in time where the Forgotten City was first habitated. That's the one where you turn people into gold, I believe. I watched this trailer for this one. I watched the whole idea Xbox thing. Some of them looked really interesting. There's one specific game though, and I'll talk about it in a second. Well, players will have to defeat someone before they commit to sin. If they don't stop that person, the whole city dies. In Deep Static Drive, players will have to survive in a horror adventure game. Players will have to find their way home, making money as they can, while in the midst of a freaky time. Other games also appeared on the idea Xbox called Call of Sea, Trash Sailor, and Welcome to Elk, all part of the summer spotlight, which fans will be able to enjoy within the coming months. Crash, Dead Static Drive. That game looked amazing. Amazing. Do you remember this one?
Yes.
Do you not think it looked good?
I think it looked good. My problem is like with a lot of like indie games and smaller games, I always think they look good. I just never get around to playing them.
But now we have a section.
Hype for them.
Now we have a section.
We have a section, and we'll get into it more. But like as time's gone on, and I've gotten more excited and never played for them, it's sort of like died down, and that's unfair to the games, and that's unfair to all the developers who make these games, right?
Yep.
But it has kind of died down to the point where it's like I'll play it and I'll love it when I play it. Like what was the game? I don't remember the game I played. I talked about it on the podcast. I played it. I loved it. I had seen it at I think it was an E3 or something like that, or an Idea Xbox show. It was a fun game. I'm sure a lot of these games are actually really fun to play because I do think indie games generally tend to at least be funner than a lot of the big games.
100%. They try new things. They do something different. Where the AAA is very formulaic and
because you have to make sure it sells.
Yeah.
Right. You're not allowed to like.
But it has that polish and it has that big budget, which is what I like from my games. But yeah, Dead Static Drive. That looked like a game. It was like survival horror. It's that like constant. It looks like a me. Yeah, I can't wait to play that. Cannot wait to play that. Yeah. This week on the dashboard, Crash. We're at an hour and 8 minutes, and we are only just at the dashboard news. There's not that much news, so we'll be okay. But
yeah,
Xbox Series X smart delivery will also carry your save data across. This is one was taken from IGN by Matt Purslow. Microsoft has offered further details about Smart Delivery, the system that will automatically upgrade your Xbox One games to the Xbox Series X version if you play them on the next-gen console. Explained in the Xbox Wire news post, Smart Delivery will be available for all Xbox Game Studio games, and third-party developers are able to take advantage of it should they wish. The system automatically takes care of recognizing what console you're on, which data to install, and bring across your saved games too. So for example, if you've been playing Gears 5 on Xbox One, if you buy an Xbox Series X and install Gears 5 on it, the system will automatically install the upgraded, optimized version of the game, and you can continue the campaign from where you last saved on your Xbox One. I thought this was already explained and obvious.
Yeah.
Like, I've got I really bought into the hype with like smart delivery and the way they were like saying it and stuff. Now I'm like, oh, it's just a marketing thing. Like, there's literally nothing more to it. Then it's the same thing.
It's just the games are gonna work.
Yeah, but so it's cross-platform. It's a better system. That's why where like they've already got this, but it's from Xbox One to Xbox One. Now it's from Xbox One to Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I guess I'm assuming with smart delivery, it will utilize the SSD in some way, or the whatever. The hardware, so you have to have it on the SSD as opposed to external.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just on the external, in which case it's not even really that big of a deal.
I think they've really said this though, isn't it? I think it's Xbox One games will run better run better on a HDD.
Got it.
But it would run even better on SSD, if I'm not mistaken.
Got it.
So,
Got it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I generally just thought, well, when I was reading this, I was like, we already know this. This is not news. But apparently to some people it is news, so.
I will say I read this also, and when I read this, I had the same response where it's like, oh, smart delivery isn't that
yeah.
Not that it's not important.
No.
Like I do think that like security of getting a game now and being able to play it when you upgrade is important, but it is the same version of the game you're playing. Like we mentioned Cyberpunk, they do have a next gen version that they're probably gonna make.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Next up, Star Wars Squadrons officially revealed in October. This one was taken from IGN. Apparently, an exclamation mark for an IGN there, Crush. Shout out to them. This one was taken by Joe Screbbles. EA formally announced the Star Wars Squadron, a first-person space dogfighting game set after the events of Return of the Jedi and coming to the Xbox One and PS4 and PC. I refuse, Crush. I refuse. Via Origin, Steam, and Epic Game Store. It will also release at $39.99 US on October 2nd. Developed by Motive Studios, the game will include both a single-player story and multiplayer modes with cross-play support across all platforms and can be played in VR on PS4 and PC. EA will premiere. We already watched the premiere. Did you watch the trailer for it by any chance?
I did not.
It was a good trailer. It sort of set the tone for what the game is. It's a dogfighting game, 5v5 it looks like in the multiplayer modes. I'm not a Star Wars fan, as most people know if you listen to this show long enough, but we are going to have an influx of new people, so hello.
Yeah.
It looks good. These are the modes they've got, though. Squadrons will feature... Go on.
No, go.
Squadrons will feature a story player set after the Battle of Endor and the destruction of the Death Star 2. Alternative between two customizable pilots. The story will feature brand new characters and cameos from familiar faces. The two pilots you play as will also show you both sides of the game's conflict. One flies for the New Republic's Vanguard Squadron, and the other, the Shattered Galactic Empire's Titan Squadron. In a press release, Ian Fraser, creative director at Motive, said, quote, "Through the collaboration of the teams at Motive and Lucasfilm, we've been able to create a high-fidelity starfighter experience with an authentic story that invites Star Wars fans to explore never before seen corners of the galaxy in their own ship. We're excited to show you all the action at this week's EA Play Live." End quote. Crash, I called EA out a long time ago about saying cross-play and stuff like that. Are they opening themselves up for bad stuff when it comes to their sports franchises? Because if they can do it in Star Wars, they sure as hell can do it in FIFA and Madden.
If they don't do crossplay, yeah. They talked about Madden, and they didn't mention crossplay for Madden.
They didn't.
I feel like if they had crossplay for Madden, they would have mentioned it.
Maybe not, though, because we've got EA Play this week. Maybe they announce all of that this week.
Yeah, so we'll wait till EA Play this week.
You're just gonna say E3.
Rip. But I do think they're actually shooting themselves in the foot if they're doing crossplay with a bunch of their other games. But then I take that back. People are still gonna buy them.
Yeah,
they're still gonna get money. They're not gonna care. EA's not gonna care. They're gonna be like,
no,
look at our bank account.
We are gonna care. We're going to care, the consumer, but EA are not going to care about the fact
that they're getting paid. That's what I mean. Like, they're not going to care. EA's not going to care. Why would they? Money talks more than complaints, right? They'll put out a statement, and maybe they'll do some sort of thing where like, oh, we understand it really sucks. Gold's on sale. Give us more money.
You're right. Next up, Life is Strange developer Twin Mirror is no longer episodic. Life is Strange Life is Strange developer Don't Nod has a couple of games on the horizon. Twin Mirror, a moody small town mystery thriller, and Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why is the one that's exclusive, right?
Yes.
I've got 1 second. I've got to look this up because Tell Me Why. Xbox.
That was the one that was shown at Xbox, right?
This is the one published by Xbox. This is the exclusive one. I knew that Don't Nod was making a game that was exclusive to Xbox, but I couldn't remember which one it was. Twin Mirror isn't. Tell Me Why it is. Got it. That makes more sense. Sorry. And Tell Me Why, a teenage twin drama which features the first transgender main character in a game from a major studio. It's been a while since we heard much about the first of these, Twin Mirror, which was originally announced back in 2018. A year later it was delayed, and now we know a little bit more as why. Originally intended as an episodic game, similar to Life is Strange, Twin Mirror will now launch as a complete experience. Some publishers and distributors' rights have also shifted, and as previously announced, the game will be exclusive to the Epic Game Store for PC for a year. A fresh trailer shown during today's PC Gamer show is the best look at the game yet, and its protagonist Sam Higgs, an investigative journalist. That's why I was getting the two mixed up.
I will say, this being exclusive to
Epic Game Store?
Epic Game Store, and the other one being exclusive to Xbox, they've covered both production costs probably for both these games.
Yeah, definitely.
Very smart on them.
Yeah, well, especially because Life is Strange 1 did really well. Life is Strange 2, not as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I feel like the episodic stuff is the problem with these games.
Yeah. Because the Batman episodic game came out from Telltale. I played the first 2 episodes, and then after that I was like, I'm not waiting for these anymore. The story's not interesting enough after I'm in it to keep playing them, so I'm just kind of done with them.
Yeah.
If Batman had come all in one go, I should have probably waited for it to all be out. But if it had come all in one go from the beginning, I probably would have played through the whole thing.
Yeah, but I also don't think that's on you. Like, you shouldn't have to do that. Also, I want to say that was taken from Eurogamer and was written by Tom Phillips, the news editor, just so we're fully covered there.
Okay.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. The same with Walking Dead, the final season. Like, that was the time that Telltale should have been like, we're doing it all at once, because waiting for it and obviously the company went under in the end, but and then came back and we got it finished, thank God. But yeah, it's just, I'm done with these episodic games. I love the story driven aspect of these games. I love playing them. I love a story telling me what's going on, but I just can't do these anymore, episodic by episodic, and I don't like waiting. The conversation's already moved on by then, so
I agree.
I'm happy that this is all coming out. Next up, Sea of Thieves is adding a battle against wrath-spewing ghost ships next week in this update. This one was by Matt Williams, reporter by Eurogamer. After a relatively quiet update last month, Sea of Thieves is back with the big next week. Raining dread upon the oceans with the arrival of the wrath-swarming ghost ships from beyond the earthly plane. Yeah, I did get that right. And perhaps even more excitingly, a whole new bunch of shanties are incoming so that pirates can fend off the inevitable drought with a bit of a tune. All this news comes via Rare's latest developer update, in which for Sea of Thieves executive producer Joe Nate, shout out Joe, bought me drinks, also spent some time discussing in light of the ongoing Black Lives Matter protests around the globe. The studio's continued commitment to creating a more meaningful, inclusive experience for players, and reiterates the team's zero-tolerance stance on racism and discrimination in-game. In terms of new content, however, next week a major addition comes in the form of Ghost Ships, a brand new quest type for the Order of the Souls trading company. Once a voyage has been accepted, players can take to the sea and prepare to encounter new enemies, vessels, which rend open the air itself to sail across the bounties between the living and the dead. Cool. Good for Sea of Thieves. Kresh, I think we should go back. I think we should give it another go, because I feel like we have a perception of the game, right?
Yeah. I was going to also say this. I was going to say after the podcast, I was going to say it right now, but we should go back and do a Let's Play on it.
Sure. Okay. Why don't we wait for this update then?
Yeah, we'll wait for the update. We'll go back
and then that's like the perfect time to do it. Do you know what I think our thing is? We need to set. I don't think we're Let's Players. We're streamers, right? So I feel like what we should do is we should come up with a thing where we stream on the My Xbox and Me channel, on the YouTube channel, where like, because that's and not and we just play it, we leave it up, and boom, it's done.
You know what? I agree with that. I do think we should do that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
we'll talk about after the podcast.
I'm just gonna let you guys know me and Fix were planning on talking after the
podcast. About some stuff.
We'll talk about it.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe we'll try different stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, obviously, we both got or we set up a Twitch. I don't know if YouTube. No, YouTube. I feel like we just do it on YouTube and build it on the YouTube
channel because we need more content on the YouTube channel anyway.
Exactly.
So I agree. I think that's what we do.
Okay. Games with Gold for May, you have Shanty and the Pirate Curse, June 1st to June 30th. Coffee Talk, June 16th, which is today, till June 15th. Shanty More, June 16th to June 30th. And you can no longer get Destroy All Humans, so if you missed it, you missed it. Wah, wah, wah. We've been around each other too long, brother. We've been around each other too long.
So I have something that I don't know if we want to talk about it now or we want to talk about it next week. It's more timed exclusives because I don't know if you saw a lot of the games PlayStation showed were all timed exclusive.
Such as what? Obviously, we knew we had Ghostwire.
I'm gonna read you the list, and this is why I messed it up because I was looking at this earlier, and Resident Evil's on this, but this is just a list of everything that's not PlayStation exclusive. So that's all my fault. That's my bad. Bugsnax timed exclusive. Deathloop, Ghostwire, we knew about that. Yeah. Godfall, timed exclusive.
Oh, wait. Let's do it. Go game by game then. Let's slow it down a little. So Godfall is a timed exclusive that will eventually get to Xbox.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, that was announced at the PC game show.
I didn't watch that. Too many nerds. Too much nerds.
I'm gonna be honest, the flow of the PC game show has never. To be fair, this year, if you watched it this year, it was probably better than most of the events.
That
have been going on.
That makes sense.
I'd assume because it was never that bad.
Yeah,
it just wasn't as good as the other shows, right?
Yeah,
the Ubisoft and the Xbox. It was better than the EA, but we don't talk about the EA show.
Got ya.
Yeah. Goodbye Volcano High, timed exclusive. Jet the Far Shore, timed exclusive. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, the Pixar game, timed exclusive. Little Devils Inside, timed exclusive. Oddworld Soulstorm, timed exclusive. We talked about that last time. Project Athia, timed exclusive.
That's the one Gary Whitta's working on. Okay.
Is Gary Whitta working on Project Athia? The Square Enix game? Oh, that's dope. Solar Ash, timed exclusive. Stray, timed exclusive. So what I wanted to talk about is there a possibility, and I don't know if we want to really have this discussion next week.
Why don't we make this topic of the show next week?
Okay, yeah, because I do think
Friday,
it's important.
Or maybe Friday's episode, because we got EA.
We could do it Friday.
EA Play is probably going to be top of the show, though.
We'll see how EA Play goes.
Yeah.
If EA Play is super interesting, we'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
Because I do think there's a lot to talk about with this, even in terms of Microsoft possibly doing
timed exclusives. We'll hold. Let's put a pin in it, and we'll do it next week.
We'll do it for next week, yeah. Because I was seeing this, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's actually really important. I do think it's something we should discuss at some point.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Well, then, let's plug, and get ourselves out of here. Didn't end up being a 2-hour show. Only an hour and a half. I thought we had more news. But I liked the flow of this week's episode. I felt like...
I agree.
I spoke a lot, like I always do. You got to have your little segment now, which is the new games that come out. Like, not a little segment. It was pretty big, actually. But you get what I'm saying. Like, we might have come up with something finally. The show feels like a decent show. Finally,
fair,
took 5 years.
This week, I think this week and last week both generally had a better flow when you weren't doing all the reading.
Yes, I agree.
Who would have thought when you make the dyslexic guy not do all the reading? To be fair, I want to be 100% fair. I've mentioned to Fix before I could do some of the reading, and Fix is just like, no, it's fine. I'll do it.
Look, I'm stubborn.
It's your baby. I get it. I understand. I don't want to.
I'm stubborn.
I don't want to make baby cry. I don't want to do that. I don't want to push baby in a corner. Look, none of that.
But something that I've learned over the coming weeks as things have gone on, and as sometimes you need to just sit back and listen. And I feel like I've learned that. Crash, I trust you now. All right.
Okay.
You did over my reading. So
I'll be honest.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I apologize. I'll never never happen again.
I'll never over you again.
I'll never over you again. I won't all over you again anymore, Fix. I apologize.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you not over me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plug, Fix. Go plug.
Oh, yeah, you can find me everywhere at everywhere at MC Fixer. The big thing I want to plug this week though is I was on Outside Xbox's channel. They've got 2.5 million subscribers.
Yes.
This was a big deal. Obviously, most people know that. It was a big deal for me. I've been a huge fan of Outside Xbox for a long time.
You've mentioned them plenty.
Yeah, and I got to play Call of Duty Warzone on their channel. It's weird to go on YouTube, I'm looking at it right now, and look on their channel, and my face is there. Like, that is
one
wild.
of your thumbnail faces?
Yeah. No, it's my... That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not
not a
thumbnail face.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I'm just super proud of it. We did 2 hours. The gameplay's not like, oh, we're trying to get loads of wins. It was just us two having a great fun time talking about video games and just loving it. So if you do enjoy that type of content, please go check them out and check it out. I want the comments to be about me because I want them to go, huh, this guy's a big deal. We might actually want to, maybe hire him or hire him for the other channel because they've got an Outside Extra channel where it's not the core cast, it's a new different cast. If they're adding people, maybe they add me. Who knows? It would just be dope. It'd be dope. So
and then I'll be on my own here at my Xbox with me. Don't forget my Xbox with me.
I mean, I don't know. They probably they might let me do it. You never know.
No, what if they let you do it at that point? I respect it.
Who knows?
You need the stable income.
I need the money.
Yeah,
you need the money, Corey. I'll let you have
I get
it. But yeah, I'd love it if you go check that out. Also, my YouTube channel, I'm doing very good on my YouTube channel right now. The reaction videos are doing fantastic numbers. Like, it's nice to see, like, not just the Resident Evil video do well, but everything do well.
Everything.
The Spider-Man videos almost eclipsed the Resident Evil video. I'm like, yeah,
Really?
Yeah, almost. But I did react really well to that. Where like the Resident Evil video, I was like, this isn't what I want.
You know what? The Resident Evil video, you were just analyzing. I think what you have to do when you react to Resident Evil from now on is just in the beginning, just give like a pure reaction, not while you're analyzing stuff, and then rewatch it afterwards.
To be no, because I do. I did go. I literally it started and I was like, this is Resident Evil, this is Resident Evil, this is Resident Evil, and then it started and I was just like.
But the problem is you stop reacting as soon as you realize what it is, and you start analyzing.
True.
I think you need to like.
Get out of the
analyzing. Teach yourself to hold off of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
right. Then you can make a whole other video or do
break down and
attach them. Yeah.
You're right.
That's where you get in the nitty gritty. So you get all the hate on one, and then you get all the love on the other.
And also go like that video because 28 people will come for me. They didn't like my comment.
Crazy.
My comment of, "What have you done to my series?" No, not that one. The werewolf kid. I wonder how he's doing. I don't know. I haven't even checked. I haven't even checked that guy. But yeah. What about you, Chris? What you got to plug?
Twitch.tv/Kreshnik and the My Xbox and my YouTube page. We're gonna hopefully be doing.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not gonna say anything. Go subscribe. Show some love. If the podcast is up there and you've already listened to it, just go in there, play it. Lower the volume as low as you can. Just give it a playthrough. Give it a like, even if you don't want to give it a playthrough. At least give it a like. Maybe comment something nice. Kresh, your hair looks great. Fix, you look amazing. That green light in the background, oh man, it gets me going. Just give it a comment.
Who's this new guy? Who's this new Chris? He's come out of nowhere.
Bro, I love
it. I love it.
I woke up. You know what? I woke up on time for this podcast.
Had your coffee?
I didn't have coffee. I went to buy coffee cream and I got myself a Red Bull instead. I had a Red Bull. It might be the Red Bull.
Look, I will pay you in one Red Bull a show if we're gonna get this type of energy.
Maybe. But yeah, go show the My Xbox and Me page some love,
Cool. Until next time, everybody, I will love you, leave you, and see you again on Friday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.